Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're taking a trip down memory lane, deep into the enchanting 100-Acre Wood, to talk about a character who has captured hearts for generations, Winnie the Pooh. For many of us, the sound of his name alone brings back warm, fuzzy feelings of childhood, honeypots, and unforgettable friendships. But how did this silly old bear become such a global icon? Let's find out. Our story begins not with a book, but with a boy named Christopher Robin Milne and his beloved stuffed bear, Edward. His father, the author A.A. Milne, was inspired by his son's imaginative play with his collection of stuffed animals. He began writing stories about their adventures, naming the main character after Edward the bear and a swan he'd met named Pooh. And so, Winnie the Pooh was born, first appearing in the Book of Poems when we were very young in 1924, and then starring in his own collection, Winnie the Pooh, in 1926. These stories were brought to life by the iconic illustrations of E.H. Shepard, who modeled the characters on Christopher Robin's actual toys. The whimsical, gentle drawings of Pooh, Piglet, Eeyore, Tigger, Kanga, and Roo became just as famous as the stories themselves. They perfectly captured the spirit of the 100-Acre Wood, a place where friendship was the greatest adventure and the biggest problem was usually an empty honey pot. The books were an instant success, resonating with both children and adults for their simple wisdom and heartwarming charm. But Pooh's journey to superstardom was just getting started. In 1961, Walt Disney himself acquired the film rights to the characters. He had a deep personal connection to the stories, as his own daughters were huge fans. Walt wanted to bring the gentle magic of the 100-Acre Wood to the screen, and he did so with the classic Disney touch. The first featurette, Winnie the Pooh and the Honey Tree, was released in 1966. This film introduced the world to the animated Pooh we know and love today, with his iconic red shirt, his soft, pleasant voice, and his unending quest for a little something. This film, and the ones that followed, like Winnie the Pooh and the Blustery Day, stayed remarkably true to the spirit of Milne's original work. The animation was charming, the songs were catchy, and the stories were full of heart. They taught us valuable lessons without ever feeling preachy. We learned about the importance of helping friends, like when the whole gang tried to pull Pooh out of Rabbit's front door. We learned about bravery from Tiny Piglet, about optimism from Bouncy Tigger, and about empathy from gloomy but lovable Eeyore. Pooh, the bear of very little brain, taught us that kindness and love are the most important things of all. From his humble beginnings as a child's stuffed toy to a global phenomenon, Winnie the Pooh has remained a symbol of innocence, friendship, and the simple joys of life. He reminds us to slow down, appreciate the people around us, and maybe enjoy a little smackerel of something sweet now and then. His wisdom is timeless. A day without a friend is like a pot without a single drop of honey left inside. It's a message that is as true today as it was nearly 100 years ago. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey back to the 100-Acre Wood. What's your favorite Winnie the Pooh memory? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories behind our favorite characters. See you next time.